It's over. A maniacal laugh echoed from the dark, sacred emperor's sinister face. At the same time, wiping out the palace of the Great Thousand and the Phoenix clan. Such a monumental achievement. If he returned to the Outer Realms, he would certainly receive an enormous reward. As he spoke, even the two half-step 8th reincarnation stage powerhouses beside him involuntarily stepped back dozens of paces. The evil spirit the Dark Sacred Emperor was using now had been granted by the supreme leaders of the Sacred Clan and had devoured several 8 reincarnation stage experts in the past. Using it to deal with the Phoenix Clan's experts was a mere child's play. To force the Dark Sacred Emperor to use such a method, you haven't tarnished your glorious reputation, the voice rang out. As soon as the words fell, the entire void trembled. With the appearance of the dark evil spirit creature, a wave of pitch-black energy suddenly swept across the entire void. In the darkness, the void rippled slightly, and the evil spirit creatures darted in and out, as if hunting for their next meal. As for the Fire Divine Palace, which the devouring Spirit King had desperately summoned, it rapidly vanished into the darkness. A pallid, lifeless, and gloomy gray aura pervaded the space, completely replacing everything that had been there. At this moment, the Phoenix Clan's experts, including the devouring Spirit King and others, had grim expressions gathering together. The void slowly swallowed them up, and the dark evil spirit opened its grotesque mouth, savoring the vitality in this place. In this darkness, their strength seemed to have been severely weakened. Boom! Xun'er and Feng Luan felt the sacred flame on their bodies burn violently, black energy buzzing within it, as if the power in the darkness was attempting to devour the sacred flame completely. In this darkness, countless Phoenix Clan experts desperately resisted the invasion of the darkness. The overwhelming power of reincarnation erupted, but it could not break the dark evil spirit's shackles. One painful scream after another rang out. Even though they fought with all their might to resist the darkness, under the overwhelming evil power, their attacks and defenses were powerless. Swords and knives flashed in the darkness, blood and phoenix feathers scattered at random. The entire battlefield was a scene of utter devastation. Everyone, lend me a hand. At this moment, seeing the Phoenix Clan's bloodline numbers dwindling, Feng Luanyi's beautiful eyes turned bloodshot. Her clear voice echoed with a deep sense of hatred. Ryup. Though the true appearance of the evil beings was unseen, each time they casually tore, many experts lost their lives. If they continued to wait like this, it seemed that only death awaited them. Wait, there's a familiar aura. In the midst of this crisis, the devouring Spirit King keenly sensed something and quickly shouted, halting his movements. His gaze shifted toward the position of the 3 evil powerhouses. In the originally pitch-black void, endless brilliant flames suddenly soared. Within those flames, it seemed as though a familiar figure was embedded. Just in time. Leave the rest to me, a voice echoed from within the flames, as an endless surge of power began to emerge. A shadow, grinning, turned toward the others. Xiao Yan. Looking at the figure before them, a cold, murderous intent swept through, chilling to the bone, the sinister presence almost piercing their very souls. If it weren't for some bothersome matters, how would I allow you, a descendant of the Xiao clan, to grow to this point? Looking at the figure of Xiao Yan, the Dark Sacred Emperor, the evil god's Dark Queen, and the sacred evil lord stood atop the dark evil spirit's body, their faces filled with resentment as they glared at Xiao Yan. Xiao Yan said nothing. He simply raised his hand, and a small, ancient cauldron, no bigger than a palm, emerged, floating quietly before him. Xiao Yan knew the strength of these 3 individuals was not trivial, and they possessed many tricks up their sleeves. In this battle, he would hold nothing back. Do you want to kill us? Sensing the deadly intent from Xiao Yan, the Dark Sacred Emperor and the others sneered, the evil powers within them beginning to flicker. Go. Xiao Yan remained indifferent, lightly flicking his fingers. A tremendous surge of energy suddenly poured into the flame god cauldron. Everyone looked up as the cauldron rapidly expanded, and a dazzling sacred flame immediately took control of the entire space. As the cauldron manifested, countless divine barriers instantly trapped all the dark, sacred power and evil energies within, burning them with the searing sacred flames. The strongest of them couldn't help but let out heart-rending howls. The flame god cauldron was immense, and with Xiao Yan's 9-colored sacred flame burning within, this torture was something no ordinary person could endure. Within the cauldron, the evil power inside the 3 strong foes seemed to have instantly lost its effectiveness. They not only had to resist the purification and burning of the 9-colored sacred flame, but also the suppressive force of the cauldron. The pressure mounted quickly. Fear and the scent of death quietly filled the air. It seemed that Xiao Yan had already grown to a terrifying level, one that left the 3 of them helpless. Suffering from such terrifying attacks, dark energy began to rise from the bodies of the 3 evil powerhouses. Their already scorched, dark skin had been torn open, revealing glimpses of their grim, exposed bones, which was truly horrifying. The Flame God's Cauldron was a formidable divine artifact, and with just these few of them, they naturally couldn't break free from its grip. The 3 of you, just like that, defeated? The screams of the 3 rang out, leaving the Phoenix clan's warriors behind them stunned and motionless. They could hardly believe their eyes. This force, which had been a disaster for the Phoenix clan, was now reduced to something as weak and laughable as an infant in Xiao Yan's hands. Is this really the descendant of the Xiao clan? What exactly is your plot? At this moment, Xiao Yan stepped forward, his body appearing beside the 3 evil powerhouses. His palm quickly shifted, weaving intricate, mysterious patterns. 3 strange beams of light instantly bound them tightly. With Xiao Yan's meticulous control, the final hope in the hearts of the 3 was completely extinguished. Poof! The 3 evil powerhouses tried to struggle again, but with Xiao Yan's strength at the 8th reincarnation stage and the Flame God's Cauldron controlling them, they could no longer stir the waters. What awaited them was likely the imprisonment of the divine artifact and the refining of the sacred flame. Xiao Yan? Looking at this Xiao clan descendant, who seemed to be a savior, countless Phoenix clan warriors who had survived calamities were not grateful in the slightest. Instead, their eyes turned red, and a murderous intent surged within them. Had it not been for the Xiao clan, would the Phoenix clan have ever fallen to this point? Everything was the Xiao clan's fault. It seems the crisis has been averted. Xiao Yan slowly waved his hand, but as he turned, he sensed the cold, murderous aura emanating from the warriors below. At that moment, the devouring Spirit King helplessly shrugged. Who could have imagined that in such a short time since he and Xiao Yan had parted ways, the latter's strength and combat ability had reached such terrifying heights? So, thinking of burning the bridge after crossing the river? Noticing the changes in the aura of the people around them, the devouring Spirit King and the Master of the Sword Domain exchanged a glance, their expressions wary. The reason they rushed to the Phoenix clan's aid after resolving their own clan's calamities was, to some extent, to settle old scores. After all, both of their factions had already decided to join the Endless Flame Alliance. If they could resolve the grudges between the Xiao clan and the Phoenix clan, the power of the Endless Flame Alliance would undoubtedly grow to an unprecedented size. At that point, with the Endless Flame Alliance's capabilities, even dealing with a potential civil war within the Dragon Clan might be within reach. I thank Lord Xiao and the others for their help. The Phoenix clan will remember this. However, now that we've just found a new home, with so many internal matters to attend to, we cannot keep you here any longer. Please make your way out. Looking at the crimson faces of her clan members behind her, Feng Luanyi's body tensed, her expression extremely solemn. She even subtly gestured to Xun'er and the others, as though signaling them to leave for now. Even though she was the leader of the clan, she could not suppress the fury of her people. Xiao Yan and the others stood together, completely unconcerned about the struggles of the 3 evil powerhouses in the Flame God's Cauldron. Their eyes slowly focused on Feng Luanyi and several of the clan elders surrounding her. The Flame God's Cauldron was not just a divine artifact, but a treasure full of profound mysteries. Currently, Xiao Yan only understood 2 ways to use it: one to suppress and refine evil spirits, and the other to inject sacred inscriptions to turn it into a destructive force. These were the only methods he had mastered. Clan leader, this guy is a descendant of the Xiao clan. We, the Phoenix clan, had once done everything to help them, yet they repaid our kindness with ingratitude. We can't let them go so easily. If we let them go now, our ancestors will never rest in peace. As Feng Luani spoke, the members of the clan behind her could no longer sit still. Their eyes turned crimson, and they began to move, surrounding Xiao Yan and his group, as though they wanted to tear them apart right there. Lord Xiao sent us to lead the rescue of your Phoenix clan. You think we came here just for fun? Without us, you would have long been annihilated by the magic claws from the outer realms. How ungrateful! The master of the sword domain sneered, looking at the group of stubborn figures in the distance, his massive sword humming, as if ready to strike at any moment. The devouring spirit king remained silent, quietly watching Xiao Yan, as if the latter had already made up his mind. Clan leader, don't forget that it was because the Xiao clan failed to honor their promises that so many of our Phoenix clan's peak powerhouses fell. This grudge is irreconcilable. Soon after, Elder Fengxia slowly stepped out from the crowd, her expression cold and furious as she glared at Xiao Yan. That's right, we can't let them go. Some of the other clan members seized the moment to add fuel to the fire. Elder Fengxia, don't forget who came to rescue us in our time of crisis. Such actions would place our Phoenix clan in a position of cruelty and injustice. Moreover, the events of the past are far too distant, and there are too many doubts. Elder Feng Xian stepped forward, openly supporting Xiao Yan's side. Elder Feng Xian, you can't? A series of noisy voices echoed through the forest. Enough! Xiao Domain Lord, you should leave. This matter will likely take some time. At this moment, Feng Luanyi's face was full of authority, and even she couldn't tell what the best course of action was. Everyone, let me say something. Looking at the scene, Xiao Yan's expression was calm as he gazed at the senior members of the Phoenix clan. You all keep saying you're helping our Xiao clan? But don't forget, the Xiao clan was the #1 race in the Great Thousand Worlds. Why would we need your help? Moreover, the Outer Realm evil clans are the common enemy of the entire Great Thousand Worlds, not just our Xiao clan. Also, when the Battle of Heaven and Earth had just ended, our Xiao clan elders sent experts to support both the Dragon and Phoenix clans. Why is it that the experts sent to your Phoenix clan disappeared without a trace? Could it be that you've been operating in the shadows? Xiao Yan was direct, his sharp edge showing as he posed the question. Why you? This is clearly the thief calling, catch the thief. Hearing Xiao Yan's absurd accusations, several of the opposing faction around Elder Feng Xia instantly turned pale with anger. Feng Luanyi and a few others, including Elder Feng Xian, slightly changed their expressions, seemingly contemplating Xiao Yan's words. Furthermore, you misunderstood Senior Joshuan Flame Lord, which led to his departure from the Phoenix clan and his subsequent fall into the Reincarnation Sea, where he has been sleeping ever since. These two events, there must be some subtle connection. Xiao Yan's tone was calm, but his words carried an undeniable authority. What is the Lord of the Xiao domain trying to say? Elder Feng Xia stepped forward, vigilantly watching Xiao Yan. Today's matter is for the Great Thousand Worlds, not just for your Phoenix clan. As for you wanting to join the Endless Flame Alliance, let me say this bluntly. Whether you join or not, it doesn't matter to us. Seeing the Phoenix clan experts below fuming with anger, Xiao Yan nodded slightly. It seemed like the situation was just shy of reaching the boiling point. Oh, by the way, let me remind you one last thing. If I discover that the Xiao clan's supporting army and Joshuan Flame Lord were secretly orchestrated by your Phoenix clan, I will completely exterminate your Phoenix clan. A moment later, a cold, murderous aura emanated from Xiao Yan's deep gaze as he spoke. At the same time, a chilling murderous intent combined with the endless glow of the flame god's cauldron amplified his voice and presence, making him seem utterly imposing. Exterminate the Phoenix clan? Xun'er, the Devourer Spirit King, and the master of the sword domain looked at Xiao Yan, who spoke so lightly, their eyes flashing with disbelief. The reason they came here was to pull the Phoenix clan into the Endless Flame Alliance. After all, the Phoenix clan had deep ties with the Dragon clan, and their future forays into the Dragon clan's territory would require the Phoenix clan's assistance. But Xiao Yan, this boldness was truly hard to understand. What? Exterminate our Phoenix clan? How dare you? Let's attack together and capture this brat. Xiao Yan's audacious words reverberated through the forest's void, and immediately, countless Phoenix clan experts emitted radiant lights, conjuring numerous energy Phoenix shadows, filling the entire sky with their brilliance. The scene was nothing short of spectacular. What I said is all fact. My current strength has already reached the 8th reincarnation stage. Even if all of your clan's people fight with all their might, what can you do to me? Facing such a grand spectacle, Xiao Yan sneered coldly, and the overwhelming pressure of reincarnation swept out. With his power, even without using divine artifacts like the Flame God's Cauldron or the God-slaying ruler, he could easily annihilate the Phoenix clan. The calamities here have ended, but in many other places, the disasters are still ongoing. Lord Xiao Domain, we should set off. At this moment, facing the tense standoff with the Phoenix clan, the Devourer Spirit King gave a light smile. With 2 experts at the 8th reincarnation stage, it was more than enough to wash the Phoenix clan in blood. Lord Xiao Domain, wait. From today, our Phoenix clan will officially join the Endless Flame Alliance. After a moment of hesitation, Feng Luan-yi disregarded the stubborn objections of the opposing elders behind her and decisively overruled them. As the leader of the clan, no one was more concerned about the prosperity of her people than her. After the destruction of the Great Thousand Palace, the crisis alarm had forced her to start reassessing their options. Just as Xiao Yan and the others were about to leave, they halted in midair. The Endless Flame Alliance has recently changed the conditions for joining to prevent any infiltrators. Turning around while walking towards the Void Passage, Xiao Yan spoke with some hesitation. Conditions for joining the Endless Flame Alliance? At this moment, Elder Feng Xia and the others couldn't suppress their urge to curse. How could the proud Phoenix clan, once glorious beyond measure, have fallen to such a state? Feng Luan-yi's dark eyes narrowed in surprise. Since awakening, she had been quietly keeping an eye on the Endless Flame Alliance, but she had never heard of any conditions for joining it. To join, your personal strength must be at least at the 7th reincarnation stage. If you are representing a faction, it must be led by a strong individual at the 8th reincarnation stage before you can be admitted. After all, the Endless Flame Alliance needs real strength now, not clowns who act out. Xiao Yan, looking troubled, laid everything out. Pfft. Hearing Xiao Yan's words, Xun'er beside him couldn't help but smile charmingly. It seemed Xiao Yan was trying to suppress the arrogance of the Phoenix clan. Do you really think the Phoenix clan is easy to bully? Stirred by Xiao Yan's words, countless powerful members of the Phoenix clan were filled with even more hatred and murderous intent. That's the intention. In the Endless Flame Alliance, the Xiao clan is no longer the Xiao clan of the past. Similarly, the Phoenix clan is no longer the same Phoenix clan. Here, whether you're a dragon or a tiger, you have to obey the rules. The once high and mighty Phoenix clan, this domain lord has no intention of wasting time serving them. Facing these people, Xiao Yan's sharp words struck like a dagger, leaving no room for retreat. The Phoenix clan, though once the supreme ruler of the world, had lost its former dominance without a powerhouse at the 9th reincarnation stage. Times had changed. Xiao Domain Lord is right. We acknowledge the leader of the Endless Flame Alliance. After a brief pause, the Phoenix clan held a discussion, and in the end, they successfully joined the Endless Flame Alliance. At the same time, after Xiao Yan's confrontation, the once arrogant Phoenix clan members had tempered their behavior. However, until certain matters were fully resolved, they still held a grudge against Xiao Yan. Senior Feng, after the Phoenix clan joins, all pills suited to our clan will be provided by the Endless Fire Domain. As he moved, Xiao Yan spoke softly. Domain Lord Xiao is very thoughtful. In that moment, the last bit of resentment in Feng Luan-yi's heart began to slowly dissipate under Xiao Yan's combination of kindness and authority. The little drama came to a close, and everyone dispersed to repair the damaged void and rebuild the Wudong forest homeland. Xiao Yan and the others quickly entered beneath the ancient phoenix tree, seemingly in deep discussion. Now beneath the ancient phoenix tree, a sacred and peaceful atmosphere hung in the air as many high-ranking figures gathered together. I know what you want to ask. After a brief moment, Feng Luanyi's expression grew solemn. Her beautiful eyes gazed at the towering ancient phoenix tree, remembering the events of the past. Her hatred for the Xiao clan, though lingering, slowly began to fade due to Xiao Yan's actions. The first heavenly battle was fraught with difficulties. At the final showdown, your Xiao clan's strongest members tried to gather the power of the Dragon and Phoenix clans, as well as the Soul-Devouring clan, to prepare for a strike at the Battle God. That Battle God calamity failed, but the one who attempted the assault didn't fall. And from certain obscure messages, it seems their real purpose wasn't to challenge the Battle God, but to gather the strength of several ninth reincarnation stage powerhouses for some other purpose. Feng Luanyi recalled. Many of the events from that time were too obscure, and recalling them now was no easy feat. A pretext to challenge the Battle God, to gather the power of ninth reincarnation stage experts? This was something Xiao Yan and the others had never heard of, and they couldn't help but be slightly shocked. If this were true, it meant that the Dragon and Phoenix clans had likely spared no effort in helping the Xiao clan, which later led to the near destruction of their clan. The mysteries behind this remain unknown. However, because of the actions of the Xiao clan's leaders, the Outer Domain army was temporarily defeated, bringing the first heavenly battle to an end. But many of the ninth reincarnation stage experts who came to aid the Xiao clan found their inner strength drained, forcing them to return to their respective clans to recuperate. When the Outer Domain forces learned of this, they sent many powerful individuals to secretly attack these factions. Upon learning of this, the Xiao clan immediately organized the remaining forces to assist. The Soul-Devouring clan and the Dragon clan were aided in time by the Xiao clan, repelling the Outer Domain experts with little damage. But the Phoenix clan, who received no aid from the Xiao clan, had 3 ninth reincarnation stage experts struggling to hold on. In the end, they were forced to choose self-detonation as the only way to protect the last remnants of the Phoenix clan's bloodline. This is the main reason the Phoenix clan harbors such hatred for the Xiao clan. The Devourer Spirit King spoke, looking at the uncertain expression on Feng Luanyi's face. As for the master of the 9 mystical flames, could it be that someone secretly attacked him? Hearing the sharp analysis from the Devourer Spirit King, Xiao Yan nodded slightly, voicing his concerns. A secret attack? I remember that the forces Xiao clan sent to assist the Phoenix clan were led by Elder Xiao Yuanming, a semi-ninth reincarnation stage powerhouse. His strength would allow him to quietly eliminate someone. To do so, at least a ninth reincarnation stage expert would be needed. However, the heavenly battle had just ended. Whether it was the Angel Kingdom or the center of the human realm, all ninth reincarnation stage experts were recovering from their injuries. Phoenix Devouring Spirit King shook his head, clearly only having a vague understanding of these matters. I've noted this, as well as the matter of Senior 9 Mystical Fire Lord. I will begin the investigation right away. Please rest assured, Senior Feng. Xiao Yan silently memorized the details of what Feng Luanyi and Phoenix Devouring Spirit King had said, then spoke. Then I'll trouble you, Lord Xiao. But, about 9 Mystical Fire Lord. Hearing this familiar yet distant voice, Feng Luanyi's heart was deeply stirred. Between the bonds of family and the destruction of her race, she had made the choice for the latter all those years ago. Senior, please don't worry. Soon, you will meet Senior 9 Mystical Fire Lord, because I am his reincarnator. Xun'er also sensed the sudden sadness in Feng Luanyi's mood. She took a small step forward, and the reincarnation mark on her forehead radiated with a heated wave. Thank you. Feeling the familiar wave of energy from the reincarnation mark on Xun'er's forehead, Feng Luanyi exhaled deeply, relieved. It was a good thing that 9 Mystical Fire Lord hadn't fallen. Otherwise, she would have never been at peace in this lifetime. Now that the full-scale war between the Great Thousand Worlds and the Outer Realms has begun, I wonder how things are going in other regions. Do we need to provide support? After settling the affairs of the Phoenix clan, Xiao Yan's gaze swept into the vast void, his face filled with uncertainty. It seems that Lord Xiao possesses an artifact capable of observing distant realms. At that moment, Feng Luanyi's keen senses detected a subtle artifact on Xiao Yan's body and smiled. Are you referring to the Void Celestial Machine Realm, the 12th ranked artifact in the human realm? Xiao Yan's face was struck with a mixture of shock and ecstatic joy. This artifact seemed to allow one to observe the battles in other realms from a distance, a crucial advantage in deciding the next move. During such a large-scale war, every second counted, and this artifact would undoubtedly provide the most valuable intelligence for Xiao Yan and his allies. Boom! As they spoke, the ancient realm appeared once more, standing silently on the ground beneath the ancient phoenix tree, unmovable, surrounded by a profound aura. The records do indeed say that the celestial machine realm can be used to observe other regions. But how do we activate this artifact? Xiao Yan nodded, but hesitated for a moment. At that instant, everyone fell into deep thought as they observed the scene. Back when the demon-slaying kings of the Great Thousand Palace had activated it, they had prepared everything in advance. Now, doing it themselves felt like a challenge. This artifact doesn't have any offensive power, so it's unlike other artifacts. From my understanding, it likely needs to be activated with sacred power. Phoenix Devouring Spirit King paused before offering his speculation. After all, this was a being who had survived countless cycles of reincarnation, well versed in such matters. Then let's try. The first sacred flame, activate. As Xiao Yan spoke, his power surged, and 9 colored sacred flames separated, pouring into the artifact's realm. The 9 colored sacred flames were overwhelmingly powerful, and to prevent them from scorching the celestial machine realm, Xiao Yan had to be cautious. However, what he didn't know was that the celestial machine realm was immune to both water and fire. As the sacred flames entered, intense energy fluctuations began to churn within the once calm realm. In a moment, the scene inside the realm began to shift. It was a dark place, with countless powerful beings rising to fight back, blood flooding the skies. The sounds of battle were as chilling as the winter winds, shaking the heart. The blood-soaked battlefield was terrifying, causing great concern. This was the demon realm. According to the reliable intelligence I've received, the demon realm is being attacked by an army led by 3 royal clans from the outer realms. The so-called royal clans are terrifying in strength. Their rulers are mostly at the peak of the 6th to 7th reincarnation stages, while the sacred clan reaches from the 7th to the 9th reincarnation stages. Phoenix Devouring Spirit King furrowed his brows, evidently concerned. Brother Xiao Yan, don't worry. Before the full-scale war began, the Endless Flame Alliance already devised several strategies. The demon realm has already been supported by Little E, who's leading a large army. Xun'er smiled, clearly showing her decisive nature as the mistress of the Endless Flame domain. As her words ended, everyone turned their attention to the scene within the realm. Russell, the situation is decided. Why continue to resist? In the dim void, 3 figures hidden in the darkness howled in rage, their voices deafening, seemingly mocking and belittling the futile resistance of the figures below, desperately fighting back. Lord, Masters, these 3 are immensely powerful, and they know how to coordinate their attacks. If this continues, our chances of victory seem slim. The Blood Moon Sovereign and the 10,000 Demon Lord exchanged looks and spoke urgently. In the void, several figures circled, all strong beings from the demon realm and the elite leaders of the outer evil clans who were leading the attack on the demon realm. The leaders of the 3 royal clans each possessed terrifying powers. The peak of the 6th reincarnation stage, a half-step 7th reincarnation stage, and the 7th reincarnation stage. Not to mention the armies accompanying them, which are still a force not to be underestimated. On the other hand, after the previous civil war, the experts in the heart of the demon realm had been completely wiped out, weakening their strength. Later, with the help of the Endless Flame Alliance's Alchemy Hall, many experts saw a significant boost in their power. However, even so, they were still unable to cope with the catastrophic situation. Su Shuiying, as the new lord of the central demon realm, possesses the peak of the 6th reincarnation stage. Combined with the power of the dual sacred flames and the demon sword within her, dealing with ordinary 7th reincarnation stage opponents is not a problem. The Deputy Realm Lord, Little Fairy Doctor, at the peak of the 6th reincarnation stage, with the existence of the holy venomous pill and the poison god cauldron within her body, makes her nearly invincible against anyone below the 7th reincarnation stage. The Blood Moon Sovereign, at half-step 6th reincarnation stage, with the Demon King blood armor and the heart-burning demonic flame, has seen a considerable increase in strength. The 10,000 Demon Lord, at the peak of the 5th reincarnation stage, with the Demon Pearl, is no less formidable. The Bamboo Forest Recluse, at the peak of the 4th reincarnation stage, is also no small threat. There are even several younger generations from the Demon Realm, like the Briar Demon Child, who controls the demon-slaying Stonebox, with strength hovering around the 3rd reincarnation stage. This grand lineup is still somewhat insufficient to contend with the 3 royal clans. This time, it is an all-out war. The Endless Flame Alliance may not be able to spare forces to help us. We'll have to rely on ourselves, Su Shuiying said, her eyes burning with sacred flame as the demon sword behind her hummed. A chilling demonic aura swept out, shaking the heavens and earth. Kill! The 3 leaders of the evil kings coldly sneered as countless evil shadows hidden in the darkness surged out, overwhelming the sky. The demon realm was like a true hellish apocalypse. Ryup! The dark demonic creatures were slowly pushed back by a dazzling flame. From the Endless Flame Alliance, the Fire Sprite clan has come to assist the demon realm. A loud, clear voice echoed through the heavens, accompanied by waves of scorching flames. In this dim world, a trace of warmth filled the air. The Fire Sprite clan? Little E? Su Shuiying and Little Fairy Doctor both exclaimed. Their hearts stirred as they gazed at the massive incoming force. Little E had now reached the 6th reincarnation stage, and with his demon loot and spirit origin flame, his combat power was terrifying. Moreover, behind him were many elites from the Fire Sprite clan, such as the Grand Elder at the 6th reincarnation stage and several elites at the 5th reincarnation stage. Of course, figures like the Grand Elder remained stationed at the Fire Sprite headquarters to prevent any trickery, but this luxurious lineup was enough to instill fear. All of this was thanks to the alchemists from the Endless Fire Domain and the Celestial Realm's Sacred Alchemist Hall, who had worked day and night to refine high-tier pills for the Endless Flame Alliance. Hmph! Seeing the Fire Sprite clan's reinforcements arrive, the 3 evil kings felt a sense of unease rise within them. The Demon Realm, which had seemed certain to win, now faced a tricky situation with the Fire Sprite clan's involvement. Will your headquarters be? Su Shuiying, knowing the ins and outs of the Endless Fire Domain, couldn't help but feel anxious. Don't worry. Everything is under control. Little Yi's lips curled into a cold, murderous smile as he focused on the figures hidden in the distant sky. With the 3 royal clans of the Outer Realms descending upon the Demon Realm, we, the Demon Realm, should certainly show them the proper hospitality. Attack! At this moment, Su Shuiying and the others no longer hesitated. They unleashed all their abilities, pushing the 3 evil kings into retreat. With the Fire Sprite clan's reinforcements joining the fray, the morale of the Demon Realm's forces surged. The direct confrontation now saw them holding their ground against the united armies of the 3 royal clans from the Outer Realms. Slaughter King, if this continues, we will fall here. The continuous retreat left the 3 evil kings' faces twisted with rage. Combined attack. As they spoke, the 3 evil kings released crimson energy beams from their bodies, shooting directly at the Demon Realm's forces, aiming for their vital spots. Kill! Little Yi's clear eyes flashed as he watched the incoming crimson evil beams, letting out a low growl from his throat. Boom! In an instant, the battlefield of the Demon Realm was filled with boundless fighting spirit. The Demon Realm's allied forces fought with fury, their chilling killing intent and roars piercing the skies. However, the united forces of the 3 royal clans from the Outer Realms would likely be decimated by the Demon Realm's fierce counterattack. The Demon Realm? The scene of the Demon Realm's war came to a temporary halt, but the heart-wrenching situation still weighed heavily on Xiao Yan and the others. Had it not been for the selfless resistance of the powerful forces under the Endless Flame Alliance, victory might have been impossible. Watching this scene, Feng Luanyi's anger, which had been suppressed in her heart, and her hatred for the Xiao clan, slowly began to diminish. However, to completely erase it, she likely needed to investigate the military assistance the Xiao clan had given to the Phoenix clan back then. The full-scale war between the Outer Realms and the Great Thousand World cannot be stopped. If the Great Thousand forces suffer heavy losses this time, the Outer Realms will undoubtedly seize the opportunity to launch a full-scale assault. The scene shifted, and a second flame of sacred flame ignited on Xiao Yan's body as it was absorbed into the heavenly mechanism realm. The surging energy was overwhelming. Suddenly, the scene transitioned to the Hell Realm. Currently, the Hell Realm was engulfed in a storm of bloody demonic energy. Wandering souls and restless spirits were being blocked by the Outer Realm's army, slowly being devoured, plunging the entire Hell Realm into a state of panic. In the core temple of the Hell Realm, several terrifying presences hid within, as cold and cruel as demons who showed no mercy. Hand over the book of reincarnation that you hid in the Hell Realm. Otherwise, the Hell Realm will be reduced to a wasteland, with not a single soul left alive. In the temple, a sinister, evil presence sneered, its eyes devoid of any emotion. After Xiao Yan's battle, the Hell Realm had suffered significant losses, especially among high-ranking reincarnation experts. Without aid from other regions, it would likely be completely wiped out by the Outer Realms, especially since the Outer Realms had mobilized 3 royal clans to attack the Hell Realm. The strength of the 3 leading kings had reached the half-step 7th reincarnation stage, with 2 of them already at the 7th reincarnation stage. On the other hand, in the Hell Realm, aside from the Earth-Ean commander's barely sufficient strength at the near 7th reincarnation stage, there were only his disciples like Xiya and other experts at the 4th and 5th reincarnation stages. Such a disparity in combat power left no room for resistance, and given the Hell Realm's special geography, if it fell into the hands of the Outer Realms, the entire Great Thousand World would likely face a catastrophic situation with Yin and Yang in chaos. The Book of Reincarnation. It records all the beings of the Great Thousand World. Even if I die, I will never let it fall into your hands. In the face of the 3 kings' threats, the Earth-Ean commander couldn't help but sneer. The Book of Reincarnation records all living beings, and aside from the powerful beings who have transcended, any damage to the book would affect nearly half of the world's living creatures. The book also contains the exact coordinates of many powerful beings who slumber in the reincarnation sea, as well as the marks of many living beings in the Great Thousand World. If the Outer Realms obtained it, they could compile a list of disaster-stricken individuals, all of whom would perish. At that point, the Earth-Ean commander and others would undoubtedly be regarded as the eternal enemies of the Great Thousand World. Stubborn and unyielding. Then, let this Hell Realm vanish. After much struggle, with no effect, the 3 kings trembled in anger, and boundless evil energy surged from their bodies, engulfing the entire realm. The very fabric of the space seemed to be on the verge of collapsing. With the combined strength of 3 7th reincarnation stage kings, no one in the Hell Realm could stop them. No. At that moment, the Earth-Ean commander and Xiya's faces tightened in anger, their emotions boiling, but no matter how much they screamed and roared, it was futile. They could only watch helplessly as the 3 kings' demonic aura churned, devouring the void and all living beings within. Boom! Just as the void of the Hell Realm began to erode and crumble, demonic energy surged in the sky, uncontrollable by the 3 kings, rapidly gathering toward the horizon of the Hell Realm. A long-forgotten sense of unease filled their hearts, as if a ruthless and arrogant creature was crossing space to arrive. Demon Dragon Lord? Feeling the familiar aura, Xiya, who had been bound by the demonic energy and could hardly move, felt her eyes well up with tears. Her voice cracked with emotion. My strength, my life, in many ways, all came from the Hell Realm. I cannot bear to watch it fall. A pitch-black, demonic figure stood atop the rolling demonic clouds, swiftly approaching the temple. The chilling aura emanating from it left one's mind in a daze. That power transcended everything. Even seventh reincarnation stage experts could be crushed like flies in its presence. Although the Hell Realm had not yet officially joined the Endless Flame Alliance, the Hell Demon Dragon, recalling the past help it had received from the Hell Realm, had left the Endless Fire domain and journeyed alone to offer assistance. Eighth reincarnation stage? As they looked at the swirling demonic clouds in the sky, the three evil figures' eyes trembled violently. They could not believe that the Hell Realm, of all places, had somehow formed an alliance with an 8th reincarnation stage expert? So what if it's 8th reincarnation stage? The disaster of the Hell Realm must proceed. If we fail in this war, we will face unimaginable punishments upon returning to the Outer Realms. I don't need to elaborate, do I? Profounding power. In an instant, the three of them exchanged glances, and the murderous intent in their eyes surged. Thick, viscous demonic energy began to gather around one of them. 10,000 profound demon explosion. Let it consume this entire world. Countless evil auras rapidly moved, immediately rushing into the space vortex created by the three evil shadows' joint attack. In a moment, a pitch-black black hole opened up, like the mouth of some otherworldly evil creature, quietly devouring everything in the Hell Realm. The void, the very territory of the Hell Realm, even the lonely souls and wild ghosts, who had been taken back by the Hell Realm's powerful beings in preparation for reincarnation, were gradually consumed. The entire world descended into chaos, shrouded in darkness. It was the Hell Realm that created me. Today, I shall protect this place. Demonic power. Disintegrate. Watching the three evil kings make such a decisive sacrifice, the hellish demon dragon let out a burst of mad laughter. But within him, his own power slowly began to disintegrate. His strength was not cultivated by his own hands. While his 8th reincarnation stage power was real, his combat ability had been greatly diminished. Multicolored energy surged from his core, rapidly spreading across the world. The terrifying force even began to clash with the black hole's giant mouth, matching it blow for blow. Self-destructing your own origin? Evil sacrifice, swallow them. The three evil kings had long since merged into the demonic energy and entered the black hole. However, sensing the hellish demon dragon's desperate actions, they had no choice but to throw their evil army into the black hole as well. The Hell Realm is not a place where just anyone can invade. Demon Dragon's sacred body, kill without mercy. A cold, murderous aura surged to the skies. A massive demon dragon, thousands of miles long, erupted from the clouds, its body twisting and coiling, filled with an overwhelming anger and vengeful spirit. The hellish demon dragon's power came from when the Lord of the Hell Realm had thrown him into the Hell Furnace, where countless vengeful souls and wild spirits fused together to elevate him. Now, the hellish demon dragon, in order to annihilate the extraterritorial invaders, was willing to risk a backlash, suddenly unleashing the immense power that had fused with his body and soul. Boom! Torrential waves of black energy erupted from the two attacks, shaking the very foundation of the Hell Realm.